Hey, Pisces, intuitive soul coach here with your October 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below your video. All right, welcome. This is good for any and all placements of Pisces in your chart. Now, the key themes showing up for you in the month of October, you have healing, followed by messages, you have body talk, and what you don't see coming is some much needed R&R, some rest and retreat, downtime. So some of you could even be taking a little bit of a time out, paid time off, maybe a trip, a vacation. You could be even attending a spiritual retreat. It could be a girl's day or a guy's day. This is about recovery as well. So there's definitely healing coming into the mix here. So a lot of you, you're finding more peace this month because things have been feeling a little bit chaotic or a little bit up in the air. Now, I'm getting some specific messages for a lot of you. For some of you, you could be starting a new healing modality, whether you are learning Reiki or energy work. You could be taking a shamanic journey or doing a little bit of therapy work, coaching. You could meet someone very important on your journey that helps you embrace all of you. Now, we do have with the body talk, this is chakra healing. So some of you are learning with crystals, singing bowls. You may be connecting to a healer, whether online or in your hometown. But I feel like there's a lot of this healing happening here. And some of you may even go to or travel to a spiritual retreat. It could be a wellness retreat, a holistic retreat, a yoga retreat, or it's something that you may be planning. Maybe you're even planning it with your girlfriends or, again, your guy friends. So some of you look into insurance. Okay, if you are covered by an insurance plan, you may want to look into some sort of insurance because that card is showing up here for you, and your insurance may cover some sort of a healing modality. Okay, now you do have recovery here. You have closure, Reiki, loss, grief, support, and health. This is a really big month for you, Pisces, when it comes to doing some self-reflection, doing the healing work, really paying attention to your intuition, and getting some downtime. Pisces, you do so much for other people that this is the month for you to give back to yourself or allow other people to help you out as well. Now, the body talk is all about loving who you are. Some of you are taking extra steps to take care of the body through physical fitness and exercise, by eating healthier, getting into maybe a new detox program. I'm also getting rehabilitation center. Some of you may even be going to a rehab center that can help you with maybe even addictions. Okay, I don't see addiction showing up here, but some of you could be heading in that direction. It could be even foods, right? Foods, eating certain foods that are healthier and more aligned with your soul. It's also about mental health, connecting the body and mind as well, how we talk to ourselves. It's about our self-worth. This is all about body image. It is about loving yourself, even the flaws or the parts of you that are hard to love at times. You may be even doing a little more mirror work this month, Pisces. So I feel like this is all about you, but we'll dive into all areas of your life here. Now, starting off, you have the cat represented by the Page of Swords. Now, cats land on their feet, right? So I feel like you are diving into your primal instincts this month, but you're coming back stronger. There may have been a hard hit or a hard knock, and I'm actually hearing the song here. It's a hard knock life. So some of you have landed on your feet after a situation that may have been challenging. Now, pages can also represent communication, messages, and you have that showing up here. So there could be some incoming news. There may be an announcement or important communication that allows you to focus on fixing, healing, or finding a remedy to some sort of a challenge, okay? Because I feel like you are a healer. A lot of you watching this, Pisces, you are healers. Even if you aren't a healer in the professional sense, maybe you're not getting paid for your healing, but I feel like you are a healer. Now, you also have the spider showing up, the high priestess. Okay, they're saying back it up here. So when the high priestess shows up, this is about secret knowledge. And because you have the Page of Swords, there could be something you're finding out, right? Whether you are diving into some sort of discovery about the body, the mind. This could be spiritual discovery. It could be discovering, where you stand in a situation, in a relationship, or in your career. Some of you are really taking a look at your intuition and you're figuring out ways to find balance. You may have a little bit of research to do this month, okay? Or there could be something that you are announcing or you're healing from. Because mid-month, you do have the Seven of Swords. I mean, this is healing from maybe even a weasel, someone who tried to weasel their way in. You may receive or find out some sort of message from this person that they weren't telling you the full truth about a situation here, because the Seven of Swords is all about secrecy. It's about masks. Okay, so if this is someone else in your energy, I feel like there will be justice, because right next to it, you have the Justice card, which is Libran energy, and we are clarifying October, which is Libran season. So some sort of justice for a person who was, like a weasel. I also get for others of you, there's another story going on here where a lot of you are just focused on your own personal healing. There may not even be anyone in the mix. For those of you that are working on your own personal and self-development, the devil is in the details. Right? And that may mean that you have to conjure up some old wounds. You may have to dig in to the root, to the core of a wound, right? And it may ooze at times. It may be difficult. It may be challenging, but the devil is in the details, and that's going to allow you to heal and mend. And then allow yourself some R&R time. Now, for those of you that were dealing with a coworker, a boss, an ex, someone who is just a little bit manipulative, maybe even narcissistic, sneaky, basically a weasel, right? Someone who is trying to sneak in and get into places that are a little bit difficult to get into. Weasels are always getting into trouble, right? So I feel for some of you, this person may have tried to have you believe in something okay. They may have showed you something or had you believe that they were on your side or that they were telling the truth, but your gut knew better, right? Your instincts knew better. You'll land on your feet from this situation, right? Justice will be made here. The wrongs will be righted, because that's what karma is, right? The natural law of truth. If someone isn't being fair to you, it's going to come back to them, right? And so there's some sort of justice being served. If you're dealing with a legal situation, I do feel here that there's going to be some downtime, okay? Downtime from some sort of a loss. Because the frog is the Four of Cups. There's a little bit of contemplation here happening, right? Should I, shouldn't I? Do I move forward? Do I hold back? Do I push this further, or do I just make amends? So I feel like there's a little bit of weighing up some options here. But you have the Four of Cups, which does talk about apathy and new opportunities. You have an opportunity over here, Pisces, that's better for you. Yes, there's loss. Yes, there is a little bit of, not so much loss, impatience, right? There's a little bit of impatience I see because of this weasel energy. And there's some healing, maybe even an apology. I mean, if you could get an apology from this person, I mean, wow, the world would stop spinning for a second. But I feel for you, the Four of Cups is finally, that opportunity is coming for me to grow. I'm getting here profound transformation. And that was actually the title of Aquarius's reading. So some of you, you may have Aquarius in your chart. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you are on the cusp, because I'm getting here profound transformation. And maybe this is the shift that you've been waiting for, Pisces. You've been waiting for something to happen because your gut's been telling you all along, right? Your intuition has been telling you all along that there's some big change coming in here. You've been preparing for it. You've been healing. You've been ready, right? So some of you are coming to more peace, more serenity in your life after feeling, again, a little bit of apathy, even a little bit of boredom, right? Bored of a situation, bored that this person is not changing their ways, or this energy is still trying to sneak up on you, whether it's someone else or within your own self. Sometimes we get caught up in a little bit of that pessimistic energy with the Four of Cups. And this is saying here, yes, there's been frustration. Yes, there's been a lot of boredom and maybe even some missed opportunities, but now you're reaching out. And I feel like you're healing. You're reaching out here. You're asking for help and support and guidance because the goat, Six of Pentacles, and this has been showing up in all the readings lately for the month of October, because I joke, greatest of all time here, the goat, but this is about just reward. So there is a reward coming to you, and literally just is justice. And I just seen 1101 on the clock. So some of you could even be seeing 1111. Some of you, this is soulmate energy, or you're attracting soulmate, or you could be with one, but it's certainly challenging at times, especially when this person can't be honest. This is all about generosity and equal give and take. It's about reciprocity. And this month is all about finding balance in the relationships that are closest to us. And even relationships within, our friend groups, our tribe, our family, our work, our career, our clients, our patients, right? So with the Six of Pentacles, this is about you being able to establish some boundaries. Because if boundaries are crossed, you're saying, I've had this. I'm done with this. I don't want to keep getting walked on. I don't want to keep getting lied to. I don't want to keep questioning my sanity at times because of this weasel-like energy, right? You are great, right? Whether you're the greatest of all time or you're just great at what it is that you do, or great being present, you have this heightened sense of awareness about you, Pisces. You have this BS detector built inside of you where someone, you can't get through. If you're the high priestess here, you can't lie to her because there will be justice. And so I feel here for you, there's information that maybe is coming towards you that's going to allow you to say, yep, I was right about this situation. Justice will be served. Some sort of wrongs will be righted or balanced. There's a new opportunity here for you to set up a boundary, to be generous and kind with yourself, and to have some sort of reward, which I feel that reward for you is more peace. I mean, some of you, that reward could be financial, but for a lot of you, this has to do with emotions this month. Okay, even though I don't see any cups, well, we have the Four of Cups. I sense for a lot of you, it's grounding your energy, but it's also being able to heal the heart, which we see here with the healing. Now, when it does come to career, finances, income, and wealth, you have the sword, you have the award, which I love, right? And you have the nugget. So you're cutting through some BS. That's exactly what this weasel is BS, right? You're cutting through it. You're saying, no, I'm having a breakthrough. Some of you may have been treated poorly, right? You have law and order. There could have been a boss that did you dirty. Someone who was manipulative, sneaky. Someone was a weasel in the workplace. There was gossip, okay? Gossip happening here. Someone talking behind your back. There could have even been a pay cut. Someone may have felt like they were walking on eggshells, or maybe on the defense. Some of you may have even been let go or been fired, or someone around you could have been fired because of their sneaky tactics. This is all about a major breakthrough coming in for you and finding ways to overcome some of these money conflicts. That may be this important announcement or incoming news. You have here the nugget. There's honest information coming in. So definitely communication is the name of the game this month. Important communication, even if it's not exactly what you want to hear. The truth shall set you free. And that's exactly what's happening this month. Is the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help you, right? And this will help you have some sort of a fresh start, right? To build your reputation, to build your career, to be steady within your work, to build more stability. But you got to get honest with yourself, honest with the people around you, or make sure that you are in a workspace that is built on honesty, because without it, it's going to crumble. And this is about valuable information, but I feel like there's an increase when it comes to your status quo or your finances or your money that is leading to awards. Someone may have been jealous of how much you were paid, and they may have said things about you that weren't true. Don't worry, if that's the case, there's justice coming in here. There's going to be some sort of reciprocity or something that is taken care of, we'll say. Okay, maybe even human resources involved. Maybe there's a karmic energy involved here, whatever this is here. But it's about recognition in your career, payoff for your effort. People are seeing and noticing you, right? But you're also addressing the elephant in the room. And that's what the justice brings, some sort of truth. And you can't avoid this truth, right? Even though the weasel, when it's just the weasel, he can sneak into places that you can't really sneak into at times. But when this elephant shows up, it's kind of hard for the elephant to hide behind the dresser, right? This elephant, he's hard to miss. So I certainly sense that there's something big coming out into the open here. And because you've been going through years, maybe even decades of this healing, you're going to land on your feet here, Pisces. You absolutely will. It will pay off. You're going to get the recognition that you deserve. This is about advancement, professional work, and for some of you, fame, being noticed, being recognized. Okay. I'm also getting for some of you, if you are an influencer or if you are on social media, there could have been a bad review or there could have been some sort of harsh words where you may be addressing. Maybe before you kind of put it under the rug or kind of shoot it to the side, but I feel like you're addressing something here. Now, you have follow-up. When it comes to career, you have competition, you have responsibilities, and you also have insurance. So as we mentioned earlier, some of you may not realize the extent of what your insurance covers, especially when it comes to healing, right? They may cover some sort of, chiropractic care. They could cover some sort of therapy, something of that nature. Take advantage. I also get that if you work in the corporate world, there could be some benefits added on to a package. Maybe it's a gym membership, or maybe it's childcare, or it's something. I'm getting that it's important to utilize the resources here. I also feel like you may be shopping around for insurance at this time. Some of you could be insurance agents. I'm also getting here, make sure that you have some sort of travel plans insured, okay, or some sort of plans of yours insured, because you never know. But I feel like if there is maybe plans regarding career or love situation, it's good to be able to have a backup. Okay, have a backup. And it's interesting that that's coming through, because one time someone told me that it's important not to have a backup because then you're telling your first choice that it's okay if it falls or if it slips. But in this case, I feel it's best for you to be insured because it'll actually help you out in this favor, in your favor. You have this follow-up. So you could be following up with a coach, with a mentor, with a healer, with a therapist, with a boss, with a company, with an interview. Whatever this follow-up is here, it's going to help you. It's going to help you get something off your chest. It's going to help you communicate. It'll help you financially, emotionally, professionally. I also get throat chakra activation. So for some of you Pisces, there's an importance here of communicating and speaking up, sharing what's on your mind or talking it through, okay? You have competition showing up here, but I like this competition because you can see that there's two boxers here. And they realize that it's just part of the show. It's part of the game to box. It's part of their job. And it doesn't mean that they want to completely, they want to wreck the other person. That's not what it's about. It's about growing stronger together. And I feel for some of you, this is about utilizing the resources or the help that's available in order for you to grow stronger. If this is the people around you, how can you grow? Even the most challenging people that are in your life, how can you take a look at that situation and say, how is this person helping me? Right? How am I learning from them? Even if they're quite challenging, difficult, or they are your competition, right? There's a lot of growth here. And I feel like you're ahead of the competition. You're ahead of the game here. But not that you're above anyone else, but I kind of feel like you have the advantage, or you have the upper hand in a sense. So you're really good at what you do. You have skills. People notice them. You have a way with words. You have a way with opening your heart up to helping people see and understand things that maybe other people don't have that gift of doing, right? You do. Now, your last card is responsibilities. So Pisces, you do carry a lot of responsibilities. A lot of you take care of others. You may be the primary breadwinner. You may be the person who does it all. This is the month, unexpectedly, that there's some sort of time out that it's important for you to take, right? Take that downtime. Let people cater to you, right? Allow yourself to rest, to take a nap, even if it's a 20-minute nap at your desk or your workspace or on your couch, right? Even if this is you going and taking a walk near a body of water, allow yourself that downtime. Your body is going to thank you. Your mind is going to thank you, and your spirit will thank you. Now, when it comes to love, ooh boy, when it comes to love, there's some forgiving, there's some learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. There could be something your intuition may have second guessed, or maybe you knew all along, but you just didn't want to see it. Someone could have been lying to you, sneaking around, doing something behind your back. For others of you, there is a separation, a divorce, right? There is some sort of justice coming in here because you have the separation card. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It doesn't mean that you're full-blown going in a direction of a divorce, but justice certainly could be that. But you're healing from something that you found out, right? Maybe you went through someone's phone, someone received a message, maybe you received a message. Okay, for others of you, maybe you caught them writing or talking to someone else or doing something that they shouldn't have been doing. Someone was caught red-handed, I'm getting here as well. For others of you, it doesn't have to be cheating. It could be that someone is keeping something away from you, right? Maybe they weren't telling you the whole truth of how much debt they had or how much an addiction they really had. So I feel like there's some sort of hidden truth, and this person may have hid it from you because they thought that if you've seen them for who they were, that you wouldn't love them. Okay, and if that's the case, I feel like you're addressing the white elephant in the room, and there's an opportunity here for growth, and you may decide to be generous in this situation and help this person through some personal demons here. Now, for others of you, yes, this is a soulmate, but we can have many soulmates, and it doesn't have to show up in the form of lovers. Soulmate can be, a pet, a companion animal. It can be a best friend. It can even be a family member. So for a lot of you, there is a big soulmate that is in your presence at this time that may even be going through a hard time themselves, okay? For some of you, they may be in separation from someone. They may be going through the forgiving and learning process. But I'm really getting here with the body talk. Just love you. Do you, right? As Lizzo sings in one of her songs, I am my own soulmate. So Pisces, be your own soulmate here because you have so much love to give, and the right person and the right people will attract, right? What you put out, you receive, because you are a lover, you are a giver, and you're attracting your soul tribe. Now you have 3 cards that came out of the Soul Truth deck. And I was going to put one back or put 2 back here, but Spirit said, nope, Pisces needs them all. So the first card out, am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? You are the asset, Pisces. This body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling, how much sleep you are getting, and what you can do to help your body rest. Today is soul action. Take a bath. There's the R&R, okay? Here's the R&R here. Take a bath, put on some lavender essential oil, go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself a timeout today. Notice your body thanking you. We just said that. I love it. Today's mantra, the more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute, which is so interesting because your next card is, am I consistently showing up? Right? Am I consistently showing up? Maybe you don't feel like you're able to because you're not getting enough rest. Some trade their dreams for comfort, yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day. So whether this is a relationship, we got to show up, right? It's a choice. Whether this is a work situation, whether it is a business endeavor, success requires showing up even when we don't feel like it and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dreams. Today's soul action, Pisces, journal where you can be more consistent in your life in alignment with your soulful goals. Then show up, right? Show up for yourself. And lastly here, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? And this is interesting because that Four of Cups, sometimes you see in the Four of Cups that there's someone focused on the cup that's been spilt, right? They're focusing on what they do not have. Basically, they're focusing on the loss instead of focusing on the cups that are still present, that are right there. We just have to shift our perspective. Are you going through some change, Pisces? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Today's soul action, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart, take a breath, and deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming. Yes, they are, right? Believe it. Believe it because it's coming here. Now you also have the Fates showing up, card 17. Now this card pretty much sums up the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to change the things I cannot change and to give me the, I don't know the whole prayer, but you get my drift here. Some of you may have just said the serenity prayer. I know that during maybe addiction or detox or certain grief groups, support groups, they say the serenity prayer. This could be something that someone is going through. For you yourself, you may be questioning, why is this happening, or how could that have happened? But I feel like there was something that may have been outside of your control for you to learn and grow, because the Fates here, you also see the stars, and it's card 17. That's the card of the star. So don't give up on those dreams because you are headed towards more positivity, more peace. The stars are aligning. Destiny is happening here for you, not to you, right? It doesn't mean that you're a victim and you're pointed out in this game of life, right? Everything is happening for your evolution. So you may want to print out that serenity prayer. You may want to incorporate that into your vocabulary, but that can really help you out at this time to trust that, yes, you are being divinely supported and protected as you navigate through some of these changes. All right, Pisces, last but not least, we're going to have you do a third eye exercise where we tune in and get not a spirit animal, which we typically do, but we're going to have you get a crystal. So at this time, Pisces, if you can, I would love for you to take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, the belly area. A nice big breath in. And with your eyes closed, I want you to focus on your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And take another deep breath in from that solar plexus chakra. And on your exhale, I want you to tune into your third eye and imagine a crystal that shows up as a color, a shape, a frequency or energy that it gives off. It could be a letter or the name of a crystal or gemstone that's showing up in your mind's eye. And if you need a moment, Pisces, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month, all you need to do is post right back here on the channel underneath the video below in the comment box. Post either the color, the shape, or the actual crystal's name of whatever came up in your mind's eye. All right, wow. You have this beautiful, vibrant, purplish blue crystal called dumortierite, card 21. And then 21, dumortierite is the world. So there's some sort of cycle being completed here for you. And the messages that dumortierite brings is all about organization, orderliness. It's all about clearing the clutter and maybe even making a list. Not all plans will come to fruition, but in the planning, we learn so much. Have you worked out your plans, making lists and organizing your thoughts? Dumortierite Spirit's message to you is take the ideas in your mind and commit them to paper in an orderly fashion. For you are supported right now in structuring plans that will help you achieve the fulfillment and healing you seek. Your mental discipline is enhanced now, so pull out your journal and write your to-do list. Draw arrows and pictures that help you prioritize and acknowledge what is most important to you and what needs to be on the low priority end of your list or dropped off the list altogether. Dumortierite Spirit wants you to know that you will feel stronger and more confident once you start working out your ideas on paper. And right now, your power to put it all together in a way that works is at its peak. Commit to organizing your ideas, for the universe wants you to know that you are better at this planning stuff than you think. In relationships, this crystal has appeared to encourage to bring about orderliness in your interactions with others and in your thinking about your relationships. Now is a perfect time to journal about your thoughts and feelings or express them. Remember we talked about the throat chakra, communication, getting something off of your chest. Now is the perfect time to do that. If challenging emotions come up, be secure in knowing that divine guidance is there for you and that the universe wants you to be happy. Dumortierite Spirit calls you at this time to write lists and set plans for what you want and need in your relationships. You are entitled to receive love easily and naturally. And as you get honest with yourself, right? For some of you, this Seven of Swords is you getting honest with yourself. And this Page of Swords could be all of this list making, right? It could be organizing, research, data. It says you will start to see whether you need to adjust your relationships to make this easier. Love yourself enough to journal about your truth as you collect your thoughts and get organized when it comes to planning how you might improve or enhance your relationships. Now, when it comes to wealth and money, divine guidance is yours now, Pisces, as your ability to think through and plan how you will secure prosperity and build your affluence is powerful. Make lists, devise your strategy, and commit on paper to doing what you want to do. Make it real by writing it down as you organize your thoughts and set a course for growing the prosperity you deserve. Know that your finances are not out of your control simply because you don't have a complete certainty about the situation or what you must do or what lies ahead. You'll feel more confident in knowing this today. If you hearken back to Dumortierite Spirit's message that divine order is always at play in your life. So get organized and allow the flow of abundance to be available to you because it's always there, right? So this stone, Pisces, actually helps open up that third eye chakra and the crown chakra. And it's beneficial to wear or carry on those days when there's a lot of brain fog, when you feel a little bit hazy. For some of you that are dealing with apathy, as the frog mentions here with the Four of Cups, or for those of you that may even suffer from vertigo, or you need a little more clarity on a situation. Meditating with Dumortierite assists you in connecting to source or the divine while also facilitating psychic awareness. Because some of you may be second guessing your gut feelings. You may be saying, is this my truth, right? Maybe it has nothing to do with another person, as we mentioned. You may be saying, am I honoring myself at this time by listening to my intuition? Because some of you are second guessing it by trying to be overly logical, right? By trying to research. But sometimes the logical mind, we can't put it together by just thinking this way. We have to not second guess what our secret knowledge is, right? Trust that if you're being divinely guided to take a new step, don't try to figure out the details of the how. Now, some of you may say, oh, Melissa, that sounds counterintuitive. Of course, you can write them down. You can take action steps by creating a list. but don't dive so far into the logical piece that you miss out on the intuitive piece. That's what I'm trying to get at here, because you could be, you could be not seeing a picture fully. The devil is in the details. So I get that there's this information here coming to you, whether from spirit, whether from an outside force, or wherever. There's something showing up here that's going to allow you to balance those scales. And that's the perfect month to do so, in the month of October, because you have the Justice card showing up here. So balancing out the body, the mind, the heart, right? Being able to tune into the intuitive piece, but also be able to tune into, the logical piece. So I definitely sense that it's important for you to trust your intuition and address anything that needs to be addressed. Okay, paying attention to, again, the white elephant here will help you out. Thank you so much for tuning in, Pisces. If this resonates, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there, and it helps the growth of the channel. I would love to see whatever crystal spirits were showing up in your mind's eye. And lastly, if you're vibing with the energy of the channel and haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. Lots of love.